What's up guys, welcome to the channel. In this video, I'm gonna be covering Meta's recent updates. It's known as Andromeda, and for those of you who might be running ads, you've noticed increase in your CPMs. Maybe you had a campaign that was previously converting at 4 times ROAS, 5 times ROAS, and all of a sudden it just tanked. This video is for you. This breaks down all the changes that have happened on Meta. We're gonna be covering how Meta's Andromeda is destroying ad accounts and how to win leveraging the new rollouts from Meta. They've been announcing this for months now. We started seeing this back in February across some of our accounts. Ad campaigns that were previously converting just tanking overnight. We're pretty sure that it's affected all accounts. All of our accounts, we've implemented these new strategies and we're seeing crazy results, crazy return on ad spend, and CPMs dropping and cost of acquisition dropping. So if you wanna learn how to dominate, this video is going to show you exactly the ad strategy that you need to, that plays into Meta's Andromeda. So how to win with Andromeda. Well, first you have to understand, well, what exactly is Andromeda? Meta is investing $60 billion with a B dollars every year into AI. This AI, all it cares about is increasing the user experience. That's what these apps want. They want you to be more engaged. They want you to have a better user experience. So you have to understand from a platform experience why they are doing this. Andromeda can process 10,000 times more ad candidates. So if you notice, I clicked on, it was like for Function Health, one of the like testing ads. And I didn't even put in my information. I just simply clicked on it. And then next thing I know, I'm swiping on stories, another competitor, another ad. And I'm just like locked into this algorithm where they know what I'm looking for. And all I'm seeing now is that specific thing. Like, obviously we know that's happened, but like the level that it's at now is through the roof. It's crazy. You'll click on one ad and now all you see are those types of ads. So this is exactly what is causing that. This is on Andromeda that's causing this. So the system, it can handle more personalization than ever. And what it's doing more than anything is it's fundamentally changing how ads are served. So as you guys know, like these platforms, they're constantly changing. And what I see is they're optimizing for more video ads. TikTok really changed just social media as a whole from its whole platform. Now Reels came out. And now you're seeing more and more of the type of content that you want. So Meta has announced there's 10 types of creatives that they optimize for. So these are specifically optimized for Meta. Now, if you want to know what those are, knock out that application to apply to work with me. Send me a DM if you're not a cash-based clinic. I can actually help you. Just because I run patient acquisition doesn't mean I can't help your business. I actually have a lot, probably about 50% of my clients are non-cash-based clinics. So real estate, mortgage, we have high ticket e-commerce, we have B2B medical devices. I can help anybody that sells something that's thousands of dollars or has an LTV of $1,000 plus, right? So telehealth businesses, I like those a lot. I'm really good at those. If you run one of those, knock out the application and we can implement all these best strategies. But there's 10 types of ads that Meta optimizes for. They want a good user experience. So all these outdated strategies that you're using, these cheap static ads, these very generic posts, or what I've seen too, which used to work, is like we used to run an ad, we'd prove a script and we'd put like 5 different hooks on it. And then we just run that and that would be like 5 different ads. Those aren't being treated the same anymore. So a lot of changes have happened on the platform and it's really affecting things. So the previous, 3 to 4 new creatives a week, that's not the case anymore. You need what we call is a creative surplus. Your business has to be in a creative surplus, which is, we're talking like 25 plus ads or more. We need a lot of ads and a lot of creatives to give Andromeda the full power that it needs to share all these ads to the user. Now, there's 2 main paths with this creative surplus that we want to be in. We either go path 1 or path 2. Path 1 is going to be a volume play. We want like 50 plus creatives. I would say 25 to 50 per week. It seems like a lot. It is, but this is what it takes. We're in the content attention age. And Andromeda is aligning with advertisers that can keep up with this. Or so path 1 is going to be the volume play. Path 2 is going to be the diversification play. I don't know if I spelled that right. Is the diversification play, meaning you're going to want like 15 to 20 very diverse ads. For example, like moms, fitness professionals, like just taking like drastically different hooks and angles of the market. And if you stay through, I'm going to show you some examples of what we've done. So what you're going to want to do is first, you're going to want to write down all the reasons why somebody would buy your product or service. Like if it's weight loss, you're going to write all these things out. No insurance, discreet, fast acting, no change of diet, controls appetite. And you're going to make a list of all the reasons that somebody would want to essentially buy your weight loss injection. You want each reason to be unique and its own angle. And these are going to be the angle diversifications that we're going to want to take. Now, for me, I even go deeper than this. What we do is we take these and now we're going to lean into these, but with unique ICPs. So we're going to target busy moms or single moms, working professionals, female entrepreneurs, right? For weight loss, these are those. For men, if we're targeting like a HRT, TRT, or some male focused product, we're going to target like men. What are the different types of men? What are the pains that they have? So these changes are hitting, and you need to have a creative diversification. The structure of these campaigns has completely changed too. I'm seeing dynamic creatives being completely eliminated. So they're no longer optimizing for dynamic. What we're seeing work the best is CBO campaigns. And then there's a lot of recommendations too. Now that the challenge with this is it's taken forever to launch ads. They have all these like AI recommendations. Some of them are great. Some of them are going to tank your campaign. So you need somebody that knows what AI optimizations we're going to allow for them to take and which ones we're going to want control over. But essentially what they're doing is they're eliminating a lot of the control that someone like myself or media buyers used to have or digital strategists used to have. All the interests are going away. Interests are being eliminated. And simply put, the creative is now the sniper, right? Previously, you needed somebody like me to go in and create these very specific ads and segments and audiences, and all that's being eliminated. Now the creative is what's getting in front of the person. So let me show you an example of an ad account we just took over. So this client is, they do weight loss, and their LTV, for weight loss is like $1,800, somewhere around there. They were getting between like $500 to $600 acquisition costs, which is crazy. So I want to show you what we did. You can see here the big difference. First of all, this agency, they weren't even optimizing for purchases, which is crazy. Now, if you don't have a fully asynchronous like telehealth business, you can't optimize for purchases. So this company they're fully asynchronous. You fill out an application, you purchase, you put in your credit card information, it gets shipped or it gets reviewed by a provider, and then it gets shipped to you. So this agency, and I see this a lot, like people don't even optimize, they'll optimize for like view content or, landing page visits, whatever it is, just like something retarded that doesn't even make sense. It's like, well, do you want people to buy or what? So they were optimizing for a lower funnel or a higher funnel event. Generally what happens with that, you can see here, and we just took this account over, so it's very new. I'll give you guys updates here. Give us a month to really get this campaign screaming. But they were getting $122 CPM, which is very high for like mass market. That's pretty high. And it's a top of funnel event. They weren't optimizing for purchases. So the lower you go in the funnel, generally the more expensive your CPMs are. So they were higher up in the funnel and still had very costly CPMs. This is what we're seeing with the Andromeda. You can see here with this campaign, we already got the purchase price down to $176 acquisition cost. It's actually lower than that because of the creative diversification that we have. We got their CPMs down to $61 on average. We got their cost per click down to $4. So these are numbers that we really were able to decrease their numbers. I want to show you even more what I mean. So we have all these ads. I'm not going to show you how many and all of them, but we have a couple of ads that are converting. This one's getting $26 purchases. So this is what I mean. Like, the platform has completely changed. What is being optimized for has completely changed. And you need somebody who understands these changes, because I believe that it's completely changing how you used to do the ads, how you used to place the ads. Now you really need somebody who understands psychology and is good at understanding the AI, how it works. These changes are going to impact everything, and they're going to continue doing this. Are media buyers replaced? No, but you need a media buyer who understands creative diversification, who understands how to structure these campaigns, what things to optimize for, what things not to optimize for. So if you want to hit $1 million a month, you're willing to spend, $20,000 a month on ads, and you want somebody that can help you make more money from your ads, knock out the application below. Let's make some money together. This is massive. It's a huge opportunity for you to come in and take over. As you can see, like, this business, like, we're going to scale them at $176 acquisition costs. Like, we have literally an infinite budget with them because, again, their LTV is like $1,800. So they were just hoping that we got under $300 within 24 hours of us taking over, launching. And this is us working with the assets they already have. Keep that in mind. We haven't even launched our own assets. So if you want to see somebody that knows this space and can help, make sure to fill out that application. Hit the like and subscribe button if this was valuable for you as well too.